We are shadow with the Almighty. With the Almighty. Never alone, so we leave them alone. To God we give the glory, so we never have to worry. God, the I go without and my coming in. Protect me from the friend enemies and the Eden. I know mankind was always unkind, even just as they're crucified. Lately I take away myself, and I'm good road my one full step. Never alone, never alone, never alone. We are shadow with the Almighty, with the Almighty. Never alone, so we leave them alone. To God we give the glory, so we never have to worry. Just watch me pick up speed. Me press the gas and floor it. 0 to 100 real quick. Okay, say Psalms 121 for read. In my trust and I believe. Signs on both sides along the way. God, I'm good road me with full set. Never alone, never alone, never alone. We are shadow with the Almighty. With the Almighty. Never alone, so we leave them alone. To God we give the glory, so we never have to worry. Remember when my little was a lot, when them never have much, them come around and a fake love, with them jealousy and grudge. They just can't mock me, I'm too skillful to knock me off my feet. So when they try to bring me down, push me over.
Them say the book, but them never read the story. Check a bag of things, I know them acting like them know me. Try to use my feelings, control me. Sorry, but that used to be the old me. They said friends are only good as time, baby. If I could rewind my life, I'd let go back. There would only be sunshine, study the dark. Down in the pit, my climb, never seen no one to pull me out. Mind games, where you did there when me, I play myself most of my life. Feeling like my play myself. When I rate me, come I hate myself. I learn from my mistakes, so I pace myself. While I go backwards, loneliness is go upward. Walk a mile in on my shoes, always free for go upwards. See me, but them never catch me. Oh, them for said them got me. When me, I'm drowning on depression. Everyone, but who fool them, I hold them. Who fool them, I hold them. Which fool them, I hold them. Me no know, me no see, me no know who them. Who fool them, I hold them. Yeah. Who fool them, I hold them. Which fool them, I who them. Me no know, me no see, me no know who them. Me no know who them. They said them know me. Them a once upon a time, them no know my story. When me need, nothing, no one.
Yo, you don't know it's your girl Danica. You're listening to Michelle G. Get with a Fixed Radio, and right now it's all about ready. Ready? Let's go.
Them say the book, but them never read the story. Check a bag of things, I know them acting like them know me. Try to use my feelings, control me. Sorry, but that used to be the old me. They said friends are only good as time, baby. If I could rewind my life, I'd let go back. There would only be sunshine, study the dark. Down in the pit, my climb, never seen no one to pull me out. Mind games, where you did there when me, I play myself most of my life. Feeling like I play myself. When I rate me, come I hit myself. I learn from my mistakes, so I pace myself. While I go backwards, loneliness is go upward. Walk a mile in on my shoes, always free for go upwards. See me, but them never catch me. Oh, them for said them got me. When me, I'm drowning on depression. Everyone, but who fool them, I hold them. Who fool them, I hold them. Which fool them, I hold them. Me no know, me no see, me no know who them. Who fool them, I hold them. Who fool them, I hold them. Which fool them, I hold them. Me no know, me no see, me no know who them. Me no know who them. They said them know me. Them a once upon a time, them no know my story. When me need, nothing, no one for hold me. When me need a second view, nobody there to show me. Are you here? Suddenly holding me down. Suddenly you're trying to hear me out now. All of the tears I cried made me know now. I can only depend on me now. I can only depend on me now. Who fool them, I hold them. Who fool them? Who them? Which fool them? Who them? Me no know, me no see you, me no know who them there. Who fool them? Who them? Who fool them? Who them? Which fool them? Who them? Me no know, me no see you, me no know who them. See the book, but I never read the story. Can't have a things I know.
Good night, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, I am Michelle G. I'm in the building. My guest is on his way. This is going to be an interesting show today. It's going to be an interesting show today. I've been playing around with my studio. So if my Instagram looks a little weird, I've been here playing around with the StreamYard situation, but I got some things I need to work out because I was supposed to be promoting some stuff today, but I don't know what's going on. You know, it looked kind of weird when I had it up first. But good night. I am back in the building. Fresh from Georgetown, Guyana. Had a great time, you know. Went there to do what I needed to do, got it done, and kept it moving. You know, shout out to Dem Rock Music Awards, of course. This show was nominated for Podcast of the Year. Yeah, we didn't win. A selected DJ guy won. And you know, I'm grateful always for the nomination, you know, and more things to come, of course. Can't talk about it right now. You know, I have to be careful. I don't like being careful. Like I like to be carefree, but you know, there's a lot of people trying to work against us in the state of New Jersey. And I be trying to understand like what seems to be the issue, what's the problem, you know, and some of these people have been in our circles. Some of these people we've helped, some of these people have been right beside me, you know, and that type of stuff. And it's really weird to me um how we get to these things, these lives, these posts, these all of these things. Like, you know, I always wondered like, do I bother people? Like, is the fact that I'm not bothering people bothering people? I don't know. I'm not really sure anymore. So I just stay in my corner in my home studio, you know, yeah, my home studio, and relax myself. But for some reason, I'm always involved in something. I promise y'all, I don't bother anybody. I don't bother anybody. I'm living, and I said this the other day. I'm trying to figure out how my son went from mommy to mom to bro. Like I'm bro now. Like I'm processing that part of my life. I'm not worried about any other things, all of this other stuff that folks be having going on because it's not important to me. What's important to me is the fact that my almost 21-year-old son is calling me bro. That's what's worrying me at this point in my life. And it's like I gotta go with it because if I don't go with it, then you know I'm not the cool mom. Right? If you are a parent to a boy, you understand what I'm saying. And maybe the girls are doing it too. I'm not sure. Maybe the girls are calling their parents bro too. Really not sure. But the boys, we are bros. We are not parents for some reason anymore. And I don't know when that drop in. But yeah, I'm here in the building, alive and well. Was in Guyana. You know, I have to say this. I think that the air in the US is severely polluted. Because for I don't know for anybody else, but when you touch the islands, your skin starts to glow, your hair starts to glow, you breathe differently, the food tastes differently, everything, you know, all of those things happen. And I'm like, yo, are we living in a polluted environment so badly that we don't even know that we're living in a bad polluted environment? It needs to be studied. Like it needs to be studied. I promise you, I came off the plane and didn't even know that my hair that had fluffed up, right? And when I got in the hotel, my hair, yeah, my hair, I looked at my hair, I was like, oh, hello, sis. Right? Dark Vader is saying fake sun and air. I'm telling y'all, there is something not good in this air that we are breathing. There's something that's wrong. Something is wrong. If you don't believe me, go away. Leave this place and go away. You will feel different. The food tastes better. Like everything, no matter where I go, it's like, dang, what are we eating here? What are we consuming here? Like, and that's why a lot of us have all of these allergies and all of this stuff going on with us because the stuff is polluting us. It's really polluting us. And I think we really need to start doing some studies in regards to how this is all working for us, right? Yeah, I think we really need to do that. But I want to say that, coming through the airport, I always get experiences when I'm traveling, going through the airports. And when I when we were leaving Guyana, you got to go through the machine, and I had on a bando on my head. And of course, something always got to go off with me. I don't know why. And I think it was the bando that went off, right? And I have a severe allergy to something. I'm not going to say it live on here because somebody might come touch me with it. These people bad mind. And then I might just die, right? Which will probably be happy for some folks. But I have a severe allergy to something. And the girl was like, oh, I have to check your hair because that's where the machine went off. And I'm like, did I not say I have an allergy to something? And if you touch me, like, I don't have medical insurance in this foreign place. You gonna pay the bill? So she was like, you know what, go ahead. I said, thank you. So I now have to do some research to try to find a bracelet with my allergy that I have and to put it on my hand so I could just show it to people when we're in the Caribbean, because I don't know why the Caribbean is still doing this one particular thing. Can't say what the allergy is. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. People are already out here hating me like white on rice, you know? So, and then when I got to the US, oh my God, the line was so long. And I want to say, folks, please go get global travel. Is it global travel? I think it's global travel is called. Global entry, sorry. Go get global entry because my mother stay on me about that and I be neglecting what she be saying, right? Because I'm lazy like that. Like I'm gonna do things in my own time. And she came through the airport and she went in a 2-second line. I stood in that line for like an hour and a half to get through to US citizens. An hour and a half I stood in that line. Right. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to get global entry. Like I have to do it. So anyway, I got up to customs and they separated the line. So, this line here, the line there. And these two couples jumped in front of me. So I stood back because look, we are customs, me passport said country aboard Guyana. I don't want no problems. So I stood back and I let them go forward. Right. So the custom guys was saying to the lady who was sending, like, who did you send to me? And she was like, her. So he was like, you come. Right. So I went up. First of all, he's like, oh my God, your skin is glowing. Like, you look amazing. I said, thanks. I trying to forget my passport stamp. I don't know what y'all doing. I said, thank you. He's like, where you coming from? Oh, no, he said, well, my shirt says. So I had on my other sweater that says Guyana on it. And I said, Guyana, Guyanese. So he was like, oh, you're coming from Guyana? I said, yeah, I am. He's like, how was it? Did you have a good time? Da 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 da. I said, I had a great time. I went for a vacation. Where did you stay? I'm like, at the hotel. You have family there. Like the questions, custom take you through questions, right? Because they're trying to make you nervous. But I do questions for a living, so I'm good. So I answer here and I answer here. He was like, yo, the way your skin is glowing, like, how is your skin glowing so much? I said, I have peace. He was like, wow, like, I need to find a woman with peace. Again, I am having these conversations because I just want the man open my passport and stamp it so I could go about my business, right? So I said, he was like, yeah, I need to find me a woman with peace. Like, my wife be stressed. This is the customs officer, my wife be stressing me out and I don't be knowing what to do and da 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 da. So I'm looking at him like, sir, I am not your peace. I am not the peace. I am not the peace you're looking for. I just want my passport stop so I could go through the line and go home. That's it. But I can't say that to him, right? Because then, then he ain't gonna smile no more and none of that. And then I might be in problems, right? So I'm like, yeah, I wish you the best of luck with that. He was a handsome man too, handsome white guy. So I'm like, he's like, so do you have food, liquor, da 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 da? I said I only have duty free stuff. So he was like, all right. And he taking long, long, mind you, the line long behind me, And I'm like, sir, can you just stamp my passport so I could go? And he just kept talking and he just kept talking. So I just look at me watch because my mother already went through the global thingy, and I know she out there vex that she got stand so long waiting for me. So I'm like, yeah, all right, well, you have a good night. And he's like, all right. And he stamped me passport and I passed through. Let me tell y'all something about customs. Don't go to them people giving them a hard time, This is not the time to be playing with customs, no matter where you go in the world. DJ Kid said, a guy in his breeze, you told me. Don't pass through these customs people and give them a hard time. They will turn you back. They will find something on you. They will research you. Okay. So if you are a lady and one of them is trying to kick it to you, kick it back. Whoever get vex, vex. But at the end of the day, you come out of customs. Okay. But I had a good time. I forgot to tell y'all, while I was in customs in Guyana going through my allergy situation conversation, as I'm going over to get my stuff, my mom was telling the lady, like, look, she has this allergy. Please don't touch her things. It already went through the machine. We are touching it for again. Right. So the guy at customs again was like, oh, when you come back to Guyana, come see me. And I'm like, again, people. Do not play with customs. DJ Kid, tell them you travel all the time. Don't play with no customs, no part of the world. Okay. They are in control of you coming in and going out. All right. And you don't know what they're writing over there when they sit down, because they could be writing your name and saying stuff about you. So be very careful when you go through customs. But I want to tell you guys, go get global entry. Okay. And when I told my mother that, I should have really get global, and she looked at me like, with the Guyanese look, like I've been telling you, like, you just wasting time. So I'm gonna go do it. I am going to get global entry. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Get with the fix, Michelle G. It's great to be back. Like I said, my guest is on his way. I'm gonna text him to see where the heck he's at. He takes forever. He's never on time. So we have a lot to discuss tonight. So Dree said I had a problem with them in Trinidad, and that ish haunt me for years going back there. I'm telling you, don't play with customs, bro. Do not play with customs. They don't play that. They don't care. They working. They got all day. They could sit there and do whatever they want to do, right? I remember when I was going to Europe also with my son. We went to Rome, and in those countries, a lot of times people kidnap their own kids and take them to Europe, right? So then, because the laws are different. And they literally, the lady at the front desk wanted to call the police because I didn't have paperwork from my son's father stating that I could take him out the country. I'm like, ma'am, I have full residential custody of my son. Like, if I knew I needed to walk with this paper, I would have. But they was ready to call the police, and it was the other guy there that was like, yo, does she look like she kidnapped him? Like, look at him. He's having a good time. So that blue passport don't mean nothing. No part of the world. And y'all know we having a lot of issues with a lot of places right now. So that blue passport ain't gonna really do much. Okay. So I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and we were talking about cheating, right? And he said that if his girl cheats with someone of less stature than him, he would be mad, right? But if she cheats with someone that can benefit, they can benefit from, the madness will be less. So I responded to him and I was like, yo, there's levels to the, there's levels to the F word. There's levels to it, right? Like, do you really want to cry in a 1998 Honda or do you want to cry in a robot car? Like, where you want to cry? Right? So there's levels to sleeping with somebody on your partner. You can't just go pick up any rangatang type of man or rangatang type of girl and no bata is girl, according to governor, no bata is girl, and you got a queen at home. You can't just do them things there, right? Also, ladies, please note that if you are sleeping with somebody's husband currently, fire upon you, first of all. Second, if you are sleeping with someone's husband, know that you can be sued. I'm not sure what state you may be living in. I have to look it up to see if you can be sued in New Jersey. But you can be sued if you are sleeping with someone's husband. Okay? I know y'all saw it all over the place and people were upset and da 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 da. But people are starting to take people to court now because people are interrupting people's lives. So be careful out there. If you're sleeping with somebody's husband, don't let nobody know. Keep it between you and the people's husband. Don't be that girl, because y'all like being that girl. Y'all like putting pictures up and video and da 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 da. You know how I found out my last situation was cheating? The girl told me. She told me, right? But how I found out about somebody else that was my friend, she took a video of his room in his house. And I saw the whole thing. I knew what the thing looked like. And yeah, because again, women, we have a tendency to like to show what we doing, who we doing, when we doing, how we doing, I don't know, something there, right? A lot of things are not kept to ourselves. So be very mindful. So if Dree says, so if the husband friends like talk, first of all, why are you taking your side piece around your friends? Is the first question I have. She's more than a side piece then. That's your lady. If you are introducing a side piece to your friends, that's a problem in itself. So you shouldn't be doing that. First of all, don't do that. And if you know you have friends who like talk, don't do it again. But if you have friends that could keep a secret, or if you have your friends got to be doing the same thing you doing. How about that? Since y'all want y'all friends for now, let your friend be doing the same thing you doing. So that way, nobody could tell on nobody. Because if he tell, then you gonna go tell what he wife for. You know what I'm saying? Do it that way. Like they said that people who cheat should be in relationships because then you have things to lose. So you're not going to risk losing. The risk is greater. The risk is less. It's less. It's less when you have something to lose, right? So you keep quiet about it. So don't introduce your friends to your side pieces unless you got friends like unless you got friends like I got friends who just mind the business. Like whatever. Who cares? Not to say that I'm doing anything. Let me say that out loud. I'm not doing a thing. Not one thing. That is my disclaimer. I'm not doing anything. So there's nothing for my friends to have secrets on me about. Okay? I'm a good girl. All the time. All the time. All the time. Okay? Um there was this guy that put up this post about different things that men should do on a first date. Hi, Cleon. Speaking of Cleon, Cleon has he's doing a new movie If you are an actor, an actress, an up and coming, you've done some work. Cleon has a new movie that he has coming out. What is it called again? Trust No One, or what is it called, Cleon? Type it in the thing for me. And he is looking for folks who want to act, to get a leading role, a role, whatever the case may be. So reach out to CLEONA James on Instagram. He put it up on his Instagram. And Top Notch Entertainment, right, Cleon? Reach out to them also on Instagram, inbox him, and he will respond because he's a nice guy, and go from there. Trusting God too. Trusting God too is the new movie that he's going to be putting out. So if you are one of those folks who like to act and be in movies and all of that kind of stuff, send him an inbox. You send your, what did he say, a face photo, and your resume. And you don't have to have all of these accolades of acting. You might just be the person he's looking for. Maybe I should do it. I thought about it when I saw it, Cleon, but I don't know. With my schedule, my life be all over the place. Be all over the place. But reach out to him, guys. Cleon A. James on Instagram, and Touch Not Studios, or is it Cleon? Type it. Top Notch Vision Films at gmail.com. So it's TOPNOTCHVISION Films, FILMS at gmail.com. So send him your face shot and also your resume if you want a part in one of his Yvette, in one of his my mom says she want a part in one of his movies. Okay. So if the dance house space has a lot of
Do you wanna spend some time thinking you could?
I mean, I say no as I gotta represent for Michelle G. You see, Pre.
Spend some time thinking you could be mine. Hello, good looking girl, you're good looking. Makeup or no makeup, you're still cooking. You look like say you're straight from heaven. And if a boy get you, him just get a blessing. So know your worth and hot tax, yeah. Anything you want, you deserve that, yeah. It might sound like me, I guess, but I saw your man for gas when him got you. Hey, oh, I know, would you wanna spend some time? Cause you deserve anything you think you like. So would you wanna spend some time? Was thinking you could be mine. Filter, no filter, you kill that. You look good naturally, you got impact. And your head no empty, your brain intact. And you not shot, nothing, cause you no slingshot. The way you look, man, know you smell good, yeah. Ask Red Bull where your wings them there. But come and know you're an angel. And the irony is your body act like hell. Oh, I know, would you wanna spend some time?
I don't understand why you trying to get me in trouble on these people's station. Speaking of station, I'm on Get with the Fix.net, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic, Coffee, Metric. Dre, do it on your own show at 9 o'clock. Say we are just up on the live. I ain't got to involved. I'm not getting involved in that, Dre. Hi, musical blocks. I can't. Mom, can you do me a favor? Can you pull this iPad closer so I can see what's happening on TikTok for me, please? And thank you so much. Appreciate it, because I can't see that far. My eyes has been bothering me. So I can't see that far. So Dre, don't play with me. Musical Box, why is he trying to get me in trouble? I don't even understand. Like when he has his own show, like you have your own show at 9 o'clock. Do those things on your show. I'm already in trouble with these people. Already in trouble minding my business. And here you go trying to get me in more trouble. Cha. I saw an interview, and I'm getting tired of seeing this interview. I'm not gonna lie. I saw an interview, and I absolutely love her, right? The singer Maya, I love her, but I'm getting tired of the constant conversations around lack of partnership. I feel like we're in 2025, and women are, about 80% they say of women are choosing to be single in these times, and not dating people, not having companionship, and all of those things, because they're saying that the requirements that men have. Mhm. Is your phone? Turn it this way for me, mom. Turn it this way. So right. Okay. When Jamari gets here, we'll turn it back the other way. Um. Yeah. So I don't understand why. I mean, I get it, right? You've been through things. We've all been through things. We've all had our heart broken by some young woman, right? But to have what happened to my Instagram live? Oh boy, what happened? Yeah, we've all had some Jankro men in our life, and a lot of them have done us wrong. Oh, it's good. A lot of them have done us wrong, or whatever the case may be. But are we gonna go through life without partners? Like, is that the aim, the goal, the mission? Are we going to keep going through life like that? Yeah, somebody must be playing with my Instagram right now. I'm gonna fix that in a minute. Yeah, so I don't know. I like Maya, but I feel like we need to stop this narrative of being single is a great thing, and the lack of partnership is a great thing, and all of that. And shout out to the black men, because I posted a post today, and the guy said that he was on this dating show. Yeah, hmm he was on this. Somebody just knock out my life. It's all right. I'm gonna go back live. He was on this dating show, and this girl basically he said to her, like, the reason I popped my balloon is because you look like you're somebody else's wife. And she was like, what? Like, what do you mean by that? And then he said to her, so how long was your last relationship? I know it got kicked out. How long was your last relationship? And she was like, oh, I was in a relationship for 7 or 10 years. She was engaged for 7 or 10 years, right? So the guy said, see what I'm saying? You're somebody else's wife. You're not my wife. And I want to say to the men, I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all being honest with women. Even the game put that up. The game said, in his 20s and 30s, he used to play women. Like, he knew he didn't want nothing from them, but because he was getting whatever he was getting, he was playing them. So he basically um said that now that he's in his 40s, he stopped doing that. Like, he's letting women know straight up, like, look, you're not what I'm looking for. This is not what I want to do. And we go from there. You either stay or you don't stay. But he's saying he's being upfront with these women and telling them straight up, there's nothing that's going to happen with this, right? So I'm so proud of you men for healing, for having the great conversations that you're having when it comes to relationships, and those types of things, because there's nothing worse than you leading somebody's daughter on, right? There's nothing worse than that. And the craziest thing is that a lot of men have daughters and mothers and sisters and all of that kind of stuff, and they will buy a weapon if somebody do that, but they'll go do the same thing that they don't want done to their family members. They'll do it to somebody else. So shout out to you men who are out here just saying, look, I'm not ready for none of this. This is not what I want. And life goes on. So kudos to y'all. Kudos to y'all. I'm loving it. The comments were crazy. The ladies were not feeling it at all. But again, a lot of times men say that women talk to hear themselves talk. When we talk, they don't listen. And that's a problem, because you're not listening to what he's saying. And I say, if a man says that, he don't want a relationship with you, then you're free to have several. You are free to date several other people. Do you? You know, what's the problem? He says he don't want to have a relationship with you. So go ahead and date other people. Go do you. Go do you.
Thinking you could be mine. Hello, good looking girl, you're good looking. Makeup or no makeup, you're still cooking. You look like say you're straight from heaven. And if a boy get you, and just get a blessing. So know your worth and attacks, yeah. Anything you want, you deserve that, yeah. You might sound like me, I guess, but I saw your man for gas when him got you. Hey, oh, I know I don't put you. Wanna spend some time. You deserve anything you think you like. So would you wanna spend some time? And I was thinking you could be mine. Filter, no filter, you kill that. You look good naturally, you got impact. And your head no empty, your brain intact. And you not shot, nothing, cause you no slingshot. The way you look, man, where you smell good, yeah. Ask Red Bull where your wings them there. But come and know you're an angel. And the irony is your body act like hell. Oh, I know I don't put you. Wanna spend some time. Cause you deserve anything you think you like. So would you wanna spend some time? And I was thinking you could be mine. Oh, I know I don't put you. Wanna spend some time. Cause you deserve anything you think you like. So would you wanna spend some time? I was thinking you could be mine. Mine.
When a man says you deserve what you think you like, what does that mean? What that mean? That means that anything you think you like, you deserve though? Like I don't understand. What does that mean? Like are you you're playing games. That's game playing because you could go to a man and say, "I think I deserve a plane." That don't mean he going to give you a plane. You think that's what you deserve and he going to be like, "Okay, all right. That may be what you deserve, but I don't got that kind of residual for you." So you gotta listen to the words in these daggone songs. Listen to the words in these songs. Yeah, please. I beg y'all. Listen to them. And listen to when men are talking to you. They'll tell you exactly what they're telling you. Pay attention.
Sometime thinking you could be mine. Hello, good looking girl, you're good looking. Makeup or no makeup, you're still cooking. You look like say you're straight from heaven. And if a boy get you, and just get a blessing. So know your worth and attacks, yeah. Anything you want, you deserve that, yeah. It might sound like me, I guess, but I saw your man for gas when him got you. Hey, oh, I know I don't put you. Wanna spend some time. Cause you deserve anything you think you like. So would you wanna spend some time? And I was thinking you could be mine. Filter, no filter, you kill that. You look good naturally, you got impact. And your head no empty, your brain intact. And you not shot nothing, cause you no slingshot. The way you look, man, where you smell good, yeah. Ask Red Bull where your wings them there. But come and know you're an angel. And the irony is your body act like hell. Oh, I know I don't put you. Wanna spend some time. Cause you deserve anything you think you like. So would you wanna spend some time? I was thinking you could be mine. Oh, I know I don't put you. Wanna spend some time? You deserve anything you think you like.
Also, again, shout out to everybody that has been donating to Jamaica. Of course, it's been about 3 weeks now or so since Hurricane Melissa hit. And folks are still trying to recover from all of that. So shout out to y'all who are doing your part. I just did my part again the other day because I've partnered with Milk and Honey, and I bought some stuff to send down to Jamaica as well. and they are also one of the sponsors of this show tonight. So Milk and Honey is happening November 30th um, in Jersey City on the Hudson. This is the first time I think they're bringing it to New Jersey. So of course it's editorial couture, which means come outside looking like you're going to a magazine shoot or something of that essence. So shout out to Milk and Honey. Of course, they're doing their Build Back Jamaica. Go to their Instagram, Milk and Honey. Click on the link there. They have the Amazon items you could purchase. When you purchase it, it goes directly to a location to be picked up, and then they ship it down as well. There are still folks who are still shipping items down to their families, to friends, to strangers, all of that. And I also want to say that when you are donating clothing, shoes, and those types of things, um, make sure you do it with grace. Do it with grace. Do it with knowing that if this was you, you wouldn't wear this, right? So make sure when you're doing it that way, you think of, if I would wear this. Don't just go in your closets and pick out old stuff and rip stuff and underwear that you've worn and all of that. Do not send people underwears that you've worn. Go to the store and buy brand new packs of underwear. Nobody want to get what you got. And shoes, make sure they're not old or worn or worn out or has holes in them and all of that kind of stuff. Like, be mindful of the things that you're sending to people. And then a lot of people are saying, oh, people should be grateful that they're getting stuff. No, people shouldn't be grateful that they're getting stuff. Whatever you won't do for yourself, don't do to somebody else. Point blank, period. Don't do it for somebody else if you know that you won't do it for yourself. Okay. These are little children, these are adults, all of these things that are going to be wearing this stuff. If you like to see your child looking amazing, send amazing things to other people as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, not because people are in need means that you treat them like crap. Okay. So let's always remember that. Keep that in the back of your head. Right now. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about is things cheating partners hide their tracks with. Okay. So the first thing, they'll delete messages. They'll delete messages, call logs, and browser history. They keep their phone on silent or face down so you never hear the notifications to see who's texting. Okay. They suddenly use new apps or secret accounts, Snapchat, private stories, or just friends. People still use just friends. People still use just friends. Somebody working overtime on my accounts. Somebody's currently working overtime on my accounts. Let me see what's going on my Facebook live. Let's see. They're saying it's buffering. Hold on. I don't know what this man talking about. It's probably his connection wherever he's at. Like, ish, it's your connection. My Facebook looks perfectly fine. Yeah, but the Instagram, I'm gonna go live again when Banky gets here. Don't know either. Don't know what's taking you so long. I don't understand why this man can never be on time. Like I was saying, I'm going back to the things that people do when they're cheating. So again, they delete messages, call logs, browser history. What's in your browser history that considers to be cheating? Well, what's in that? Then they keep their phone on silent or face down so you never hear the notifications or see who's texting. They suddenly use new apps or secret accounts, Snapchat, private stories, or just for friends. They get defensive over nothing. Even simple little questions spark attitude or guilt trips. Um, and I know people have secret compartments on their phones too. So I don't know where y'all be hiding like that. Like, if you don't want to be with somebody, just leave the man. Well, you gotta go through all that just to hide from somebody what you're doing. And I say, if you find your partner cheating, cheat back. Take a video and show it to. They and if the man's stuff is bigger than his, show you that too. Cause they like to ask them questions. Did you do this? Is it bigger? Is it this? Is it the yeah? Take a video and show you.
Thinking you could be mine. Hello, good looking girl, you're good looking. Makeup or no makeup, you're still cooking. You look like say you're straight from heaven. And if a boy get you, just get a blessing. So know your worth and attacks, yeah. Anything you want, you deserve that, yeah. It might sound like me a gas, but I saw your man for gas when he got you. Hey, oh, I know, would you wanna spend some time? Where them a pray? I want Michelle J. Do you wanna spend some time thinking you could be mine? Hello, good looking girl, you're good looking. Makeup or no makeup, you're still cooking. You look like say you're straight from heaven. And if a boy get you, just get a blessing. So know your worth and attacks, yeah. Anything you want, you deserve that, yeah. It might sound like me a gas, but I saw your man for gas when him got you. Hey, oh, I know, would you wanna spend some time? Cause you deserve anything you think you like. So would you wanna spend some time? And I was thinking you could be mine. Filter, no filter, you kill that. You look good naturally, you got impact. And your head no empty, your brain intact. And you not shot down, cause you no slingshot. The way you look, man, when you smell good, yeah. Ask Red Bull, where your wings them there.
Finally, my guest is in studio. You go that. Watch yourself. Watch your steps. You gotta take off your coat. You gotta get relaxed and all of them something there right now at this point. So, mom, do me a favor, fix it so they could see him too on TikTok. You're on TikTok. You're on TikTok. Banky is here, people. He's in the studio. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. God is good. All that good stuff, my brother. All that good stuff. Great. I'm great. I'm great. I am doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. What I talk?
Right here. Right there. Right here, sir. I'm gonna see if
Cool,
that's on
wagwan
camera.
people.
There you
I gotta
go.
sit down, no?
Yes.
Sure, I can't sit up.
You could do whatever you want.
I can move this and everything.
You could do wherever you want.
Word. I ain't gonna lie, you got the expensive show microphones in here. Yo, money I spend, boy. Yeah. What's going on?
I'm good. I am good. So Banky App is here
True.
today. Yeah, he good. Banky's here today because a little situation. Mom, do me a favor. Jay, come in the camera, the man.
I'm not in camera? Oh yeah, I am. I am in camera, right? I see myself.
Look here, right there. Look here, right there.
All right, so where I gotta go?
Stay right there.
Right over here?
You stay right there.
Okay.
Can you move the camera over for me, son? That one.
This one? All right, cool.
There you go. Move it a little. This side.
All right, cool. Make sure you get this. All right, you get all of this.
Move it over some.
4:00 in the morning. This is. That's good now.
You're not moving it. Okay, stop. Wait. Oh, this thing is delayed. That's the problem. Hold on. Because you gotta be on camera when we have this conversation.
0125. All right,
leave it. Hold on. I wanted to stop so I could know how he's in camera or not. Okay, now move it now. This way.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I honestly feel like your mom's like really like under the payroll right now. Oh, I see. It makes sense. I know I was talking to making sense.
Stop right
True.
there. Stop right there. Let me. I just gotta wait to see. Hi, naturalist.
Naturalist is logged in.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Mm-mm. Hold on. This thing is delayed again.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. He's gonna be in camera in 2 seconds. It's a delay on the stream.
Maybe they don't want to see me though.
No, they do. That one's fine. Okay, so now turn it that way. Okay, let me see now while it pops up.
I just want to say
What do you want to say?
this is very amazing in here.
Okay,
So you need me to move over some now?
wait. All right, there you go.
There I go. All right, I think I'm good now, right? Yeah, on the good, on the still there.
Yes, they see you.
I ain't got no background music. What's going on?
Ah, what background music you want?
Ain't no
You
background
want it?
music, no
Why? No, want
instrument.
make it start? There
Nah,
we go. You're
chill.
perfect.
Chill.
Is that what you want?
Nah, chill.
You want a bunty?
Nah, no, without instrumental. Can I
Instrumental.
take one of these coasters?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What you gonna do with my coaster?
Huh? I am the gift.
Ooh, you look
No,
for
I'm
the
joking. I got a gift.
look.
I got
What
a
you
gift.
gonna do with my coaster?
Now I'm gonna put it in my office. I got a little office, you know.
Oh, okay.
I like
Yeah.
this. All right, let me leave this one.
No,
and
no,
then
you can take it.
You sure?
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you. I'm gonna
pass
put
it
it
to
in my jacket. now.
anything for you, you know? So like I said, Banky Hype is in studio today because there's a lot of things that have been said
True.
on social media. The other day. I was in Guyana
Mhm.
and I was minding my business.
Mhm.
For some reason I woke up at 4 a.m. and I turn over and the first thing I see on my Facebook is a live.
Mhm.
And the live discussion is about you and I.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait, how I get involved with this man?
Mhm.
What am I doing here? Like, why am I involved in this? Right?
Yeah.
So the live was titled, I'm gonna tell you what the live was titled. Is that right here? The live was titled Nightcap, #Nightcap, hashtag Clash Chat, hashtag Banky the Opportunist.
Wow. You need to get a bomb, Michelle.
I know I had it all prepared, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my zone right now.
Yeah.
That's what the live was saying,
Mhm.
right? So we're not calling any names today.
What was that? I didn't even know that existed. Well, I mean, maybe a few names will be called,
A few.
right? I may
You may
definitely.
call a few names
Yeah.
today because they've been calling you on, so it's okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'll get my name calling's a little different.
Different, a
Yeah.
little different, right?
Uh-huh.
So, oh, I haven't been in this studio in a minute. Everything feel like it's shortened. So where do we start? First of all, I want to say to you, congratulations on your new ventures and everything that you've been doing. Because you retired from the dancehall scene, and now you have your own stuff going on.
Yeah, yeah.
You've made it very successful. Your partners, yourself, and all of that made it very successful. And I think that's probably what the issue is. I think that might be the issue, but let me just say again, congratulations. There's not a lot of people who can retire and have some other stuff going on. And for those of you who don't know, and I'm gonna probably be the first person to say this because he called me. This man was having an anxiety attack when COVID hit.
Oh no, I was having anxiety takeover.
Yes.
Takeover.
Because when you've been in the business how long? 20, 30? What?
DJing over 20 years.
Over 20 years. That's your only way or source of income. Not to say your only source, but your major source.
Trust me.
Your major source of income. And then here comes COVID, and it's like, oh my God, what do I do?
Took it away.
And you literally was going through a panic anxiety attack, trying to figure out, you have your family, your kids, all of that type of stuff to take care of. You are the breadwinner of your family. You're a provider. You do everything. Well, you're a douchebag at times. I could tell you that to your face. But he takes care of his family. And that's how he got into what he's doing now. Right? Correct?
Huh? The Instagram's not on.
It's on. It's showing right here. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, of course. So basically, yeah, that's where it pretty much got into, you know what I mean? That's how it kicked off everything. Like, and because it was like, for me, I was in a situation where I never encountered ever in my life.
Okay.
And being told that you can't go to work. I think I said these things before, but
Mm.
you know, just to say it, just wrap it up. But I was in a situation where it was like, you know what? Can't I don't know where it's gonna come from. You know, Uber, everything was shut down for a good amount of time.
Okay.
And then I knew once the clubs came back up because of my anxiety, because I never had anxiety growing up until the pandemic. And once the pandemic came in, that's when anxiety came to me for the first time ever. So once it came to me, it's like, all right, this is a newfound thing. How do you deal with this?
Right.
And I realized I had it took me like 2 months, a month and a half to figure out, all right, this is what it was. Because first I thought I had COVID every day and I was just dying. Then after that, once I figured out what it was, I said, all right, cool. Now this is why is it happening? So it took me another 2 weeks to figure out why it was happening. Right. And then it said, you have to figure out how to do it, how to get over it, how to handle it. I went to the doctor. The doctor turned around and gave me something. And when she gave me the medication, she said, I'm letting you know this is a narcotic real fast. I took it one time. It turned around, made me feel super good. And I looked outside and then I was driving and I saw like, I don't like using the term as a fashion, but I saw a crackhead. And I was like, yo, they taking narcotics. This is how they get high. And I remember the feeling it gave me, and I threw the whole bottle away, and I just fixed my whole life at that point. And I was like, yo, I can't fall to this.
Right.
And I knew why. I realized why it was actually happening. It was happening because I was in a place where I've never actually been before, and I didn't know how I was going to be able to provide for my family. You know what I mean? And
Being the great provider that you are.
Yeah. So for me, it was like, at that point, it was like, you know what? Just got to make it work. Got to figure something out, and got to figure. There was so many different things that I tried during the pandemic, after the pandemic, but it made me realize how much of a leader and how much of, I could actually be, and how I had to figure things out. And I continue to figure things out, and till I actually now represent this brand. But at the end of the day, that's the long and the short of it.
Okay.
But one of the things you did say earlier was that retiring and still finding another means. But one of the things that for me that's even more pleasurable than anything is retiring and still being somewhat relevant in the industry that I retired from.
Truth.
Right. So that's probably one of the biggest things for me, and it makes me appreciate it a lot more. Right.
Right.
For me, so when you said, where do we start in the conversation, right? I turned around, and it wasn't until, like, I think if I didn't have this business, if I didn't play part, you understand? I'll say that, right? If there was no 360, or I didn't go through all of these changes and all these new developments in my life, I don't think I would be able to understand why people come at you for anything. You understand? And I wouldn't be able to, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be able to, you have to take some form of appreciation out of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The energy that comes sometimes, like, you may look at it and you ask yourself, why do people come at you sometimes when it comes to me? Or why is your name brought into a mix of something?
I don't mind,
and I realize, right? Why does your name come into a mix of something when it's, and what it is like, no one talks about anything that isn't irrelevant.
Right.
Right. And then I realized that for me, more so now, right? The word opportunist, right? I'm not trying to accomplish anything in dancehall and music or anything at this point in time.
Okay.
Now, if I do, it's my choice.
Right.
Right. The thing about it is that if I were to do something within music and it becomes successful, right? I don't think that should cause anyone any harm or pain, because one thing I've never done, I've never called the cops on anybody's event. I've never done anything to sabotage anybody's event. Never done anything to shut down anybody's event or do anything like that, right? I've never called and told a promoter, don't book a selector or don't do anything along those lines.
Well, let me start there. Because the constant lives that happen on Facebook is always the issue they bring up, is that you is the main common denominator of a selector who calls other promoters and say, don't book this selector.
All right. Well, here's the thing, right? You got to let grown men be grown men and grown women be grown women. And then you got to understand that you can't be in a conversation with little kids, right? And that's one of the things that I've realized. And I told you a lot of this stuff I learned recently. I didn't know this. I never thought of all these things because some of this stuff used to bother me.
Right.
And what I mean by that, right? I always say to people, and they use this word, oh no, me nah gonna say nothing, me nah gonna say nothing. There's yet to be ever in history a promoter to be able to come out and say, Banky did this or Banky said that. So it was never a case of that. What it was is that it was not really able, a lot of people didn't understand as to why are they continuously booking this kid, right? And the reality is, I understand that not everyone's going to say, yo, he was constantly booked because he was talented.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And you notice I'm using the word talented because I said he was, right? Now, certain things just can't leave, right?
Right.
But I said this and I say, you know, no one, because at the end of the day, I learned a king is never really crowned by his own people, right? Or is in his own village, however you use that title, right? But the reality of it is that you have to understand, and as a person, you have to understand that you can't expect that.
Right.
Right. Things I've done and places I've been and all these things, I don't expect anyone to actually say, hey, we're going to give you this.
Right.
You know, and because when you begin to expect it, you turn into a fool. You understand what I'm saying?
You become bitter.
You become bitter, and then you start looking, and you start hating it, right? But you yourself, you're supposed to look at it and be like, yo, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
And the people who go back and they argue about these things and go, you know, are people who don't even feel proud of themselves anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, like I said, when it comes to statements like that, like I look and I laugh. Like there's like whenever certain statements are Banky said,
right,
it's never the person
who's saying it.
No, the person who heard me say it is never the person that's saying Banky said this. Okay.
Yeah.
It's never the person.
It's always a hearsay, and
Always
hearsay is not admissible in court. I just want y'all to know. Now, I feel like there's a group, a WhatsApp group named the Banky and Michelle Takedown. I feel like there's a group created just for the two of us. Right? Now, there's a clash on December 6th. Shout out to Joe Grind. Joe Grind is doing this clash on December 6th with the two Blazes in New Jersey, Ja Blaze and Blaze Black Shadow. And you decided on your own merit to start helping the promotion. Right? And that fueled this individual to feel like you're an opportunist, like you're running in on somebody else's promotion. And I have a question for you. When did promotion become a bad thing?
So here's the thing, right? And not a knock on that individual either, right? Because one of the things that I've learned is like, if I'm in a warehouse working and we print a banner and it's not cut a certain way and the client gets it and the client's not happy with it, I just have to live with that. And I kind of have to deal with the opinion of that client at that point in time, right? So I realized that I'm not like, I'm somebody. You understand? Just like you are somebody, right? So some people may look at the actions that I may take and the behavior and may look at it and says, I'm an opportunist, right? The other day, I was on a live and somebody said, no, we're not going to make it about Banky and things like that. I get it.
Who said that?
No, someone said it, right? My thing is, it's never
people
about.
People are so afraid of your presence.
No, well, here's the thing, right? Because even with that, I hear it, right? And you know why I get it though? Because I do have a name. And when you do have a name and you're something of value, just like I'll say with yourself, Michelle, right? People are going to have opinions, right? So you look at it in all right, boom, Banky's an opportunist, right? Yes, I am an opportunist.
Explain.
And I'm going to explain that.
Okay.
So for that statement that was made, the person was 120% right. If you take up the phone and call Kay right now and say, Kay, what is Jamari doing? If I'm not working, you know what she's going to say? He's either watching battle rap or he's watching Sound Clash. So the person was 120% right. I'm an opportunist. And anyone who shared that conversation with that person and said that I'm an opportunist,
Mm.
I am coming to you all at 8:04 on Wednesday on Get With The Fix and stating to you, I am an opportunist.
Mm.
Let me explain what I am. And
Okay.
let me explain how I am an opportunist.
Go ahead.
I realize the power within my voice.
Ooh.
I also realize that not only is Joe Grind keeping a clash with selectors that I have been entertained with, loved over the years when they come musically.
Booked.
I have booked both of them and
Um,
put them both on clashes,
mhm.
right? Think about this now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am an opportunist.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the opportunity to use my voice
Mm.
because I know my voice has power,
Mm.
to use my personality,
Your platform.
my platform,
Mhm.
and I use it as an opportunity to help sell this clash,
Mm.
right? To help sell this clash. So you're 100% right. I
Mhm.
sat back and I thought about it and I said, not everything that appears to be an insult
It's
is
an insult. Right.
It's not.
Right.
Right? Because you have to make certain things make sense.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
You're 100. What did I do when I first started 360 vinyl printing? Right? What did I do? I used it as an I used my voice, right?
As an opportunity.
As an opportunity
Mhm.
to capitalize on promotion and marketing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yes, I am an opportunist. Okay. Because I'm gonna jump at the opportunity to move something
Move
forward
something
and help something
forward.
forward. And if it's helped moving myself, I love Sound Clash.
Yeah.
You know, I may get ridiculed because I don't clash and I don't do all these things like
Mhm,
that, which I'm
mhm,
cool with. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. But on the flip side, I know hundreds of selectors that go to clashes, every clash. This week, King Shine, what's the name? It was about 300, maybe 400 people in this clash, right?
Mm.
I can tell you that 85% of the people that were in the clash were soundmen.
Yes.
Soundmen that we have never seen clash before.
Right.
And then after the clash, they go, they make their opinions and they do all of this stuff like that. But we're not bashing them.
Right.
But you know why I would get bashed? Because name has value.
And this person said that it's up with them and you forever.
Huh?
It's
Whoa.
up with them and you forever. They have a beef with you forever.
So
they don't hate you. They don't wish bad on you. But the beef between y'all and myself included is forever.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. You don't have a beef.
I don't.
Right? I'm going to let you know, right? When I was in high school, my beefs were like this, right?
Mm.
And I'm going to tell you the worst part of a beef in high school. Like, when you and somebody decide y'all going to fight after school.
Mm.
For me, and if I ever got in a fight in school, I never let it get to the end of the day.
Mm.
I was a kid that, I'm just going to rush him.
Fight,
I'm going to hit him.
No.
Here's why, right?
Yeah.
Because when it's real beef and you're going on throughout the day, your nerves get rattled. And that, I don't care who you are, you can get anxious, you get hyped. But anybody who think about it, you had to wait to the end of the day to fight somebody, right? This is not a fight. This is not a fight at all. This is not a fight. This is not a beef. Because here's one thing.
What is it?
Here's one thing that everybody should notice, right? Where, for me, right? For me, there's no one who can sit and say that they've ever heard me sit down and say, hey, this person this or this person that. I don't have conversation about this person, right? So if there was a beef, it would be something I'd be back and forth. Now, the young lady, there may be a beef with me.
Okay.
Or she may be upset or may just say, I'm anti-Banky. I want to do this. I want to do that. Or I'm anti-Michelle. But at the end of the day, I am not using my opportunity to use that to actually attack this person, go at this person in any way, shape, or form. You understand? It won't exist because at the end of the day, my days are too packed. You understand? I was supposed to be here at 7:30. You ask any one of my clients, I don't show up late. I'm here because I was actually meeting with a client just now.
Right.
I got a heavy weekend.
Right.
And everything like that. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock.
Because you're up early.
Because I'm up at 4:30 in the morning.
Sleeping.
So for me, I don't have the time to actually go and sit here and say this person. And then not even that. I don't have the dislike.
Mm.
You understand? Because with all of it, with everything that goes on, the biggest thing that needs to be thought about, and here's why. How much, as much as everyone's heard over the years and everything like that, how much have people heard what I did to that person? Right? A lot of the conversations is me with this person or me with that person or me with this person.
Right.
The conversations about what I have done to this person. You understand? Now,
well, that will be the next live because after this is done tonight, there's
I
going
don't
to be
know.
a live.
Here's the thing. I don't know if there's going to be another.
No, there
live.
is.
But is another part about it. I won't know, right?
Because we don't care.
Because anyone out there who exists in this world, if you know me and you want us to remain cool or anything like that, just don't share it with me. If we are cool, don't bring it to me. Don't tell me about it. I don't want to know about it.
Can I say something to you in that you said that, right? The other day when I saw this same individual made a post about you, I didn't send it to you.
No, I didn't.
You could speak to that, right?
No, 100%.
Normally I would, but I didn't send it because I'm like, yo, this man is busy. Like he and I used to talk a lot. Now we barely talk to each other, but we're still family. We're still good or whatever because of his schedule. Right. I didn't send it to you because I'm like, this man is busy. I don't want to interrupt your equilibrium of your peace to deal with this. Right.
Yep.
So I'm glad that you said that. Now, there was also conversations brought up that you have a habit of stopping people's career. So I'm going to go from where it starts. Okay. The individual said that you stop Wheezy from getting on Massive B. You stop Lando. You tried to stop Lando from getting on Massive B. You alleged, all of this is alleged. You, according to Jimmy, shout out to Jimmy who was on the live. Jimmy said, no, she also said that you tried to stop Russian from getting onto volume 1. You had an issue with the other guy who used to be on the Wednesday Fix. Didn't call any name on the Wednesday Fix. Getting on volume 1 as well. What do you want to say to those things?
I think the state. I just want to make sure the statement that Jimmy said was that a lot of this stuff sounds alleged, right?
Yeah, yes.
So here's the thing. What I want to say with it. It doesn't even make sense. Okay? It doesn't even make sense. And here's why it doesn't make sense. Let's go Wheezy, right? And all this stuff is what's the name? Wheezy is like a brother to me. You understand? Anything we have that's rough is between us. You understand? Right. But Wheezy is like a brother to me, right? Wheezy could if that conversation hit Wheezy, the conversation would be like, I was the one who made the call. Bobby called me and I made the suggestion. You understand what I'm saying?
So Bobby called you.
Yeah, Bobby reached out to me
and
whatever,
you made the suggestion.
And I made the suggestion. I was like, yo, I got Wheezy. Bobby said, Bobby had an event. He said,
why did he call you?
No, he was looking for MC because he had to go and select one night or whatever, right?
Okay.
And this is before Lando joined Massive B.
Okay.
Right? And when he reached out to me, I said, Wheezy. I called Wheezy. I said, Wheezy, boom, here you go. I was like, Bobby, boom, boom, boom. And I believe him and Bobby Wheezy actually played Massive B for at least 1 or 2 dates.
Okay.
Right? And then following that, then Bobby asked me about Lando. Me and Bobby had a small conversation. It was about Lando or whatever. At that time, me and Bobby was making money. So that's why it sounds crazy.
Okay.
Me and Bobby was doing Wednesday night. It was right following me and Bobby doing Wednesday night parties and everything like that. And that's me and Bobby business.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Even me and Bobby's conversations.
Right.
Or whatever. But even me and Lando spoke before Lando even actually joined Massive B. You understand?
Okay.
And I even, if Lando ever, like, call Lando, right? Call Lando and Lando will share that conversation with you. You understand? So that conversation leaned nothing towards any of that.
Okay.
Okay? Because I was even more supportive because I'm looking like, yo, this, you get to go around this world, boom, 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 this. It's made up stories.
Okay.
You understand? But at the end of the day, I'm not knocking anyone for making up stories because when you don't know, that's what you leave people actually do.
Well, they say they have evidence because when Jimmy said all of these, please say alleged because you can get sued for saying these things. The person said that they have actual evidence to show that you did these things.
Show it.
Right? Now, the Russian aspect of it, because and Russian was one of us when he first came around. He was what, 17, 18 or younger.
Yeah.
He was one of us. He was hanging with us. He would, everybody was working with him. Da 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 da. Now the issue is that you try to stop Russian from getting on to volume 1.
That's even more of a biggest foolish statement. Okay, I'm gonna say this right versus getting, and there's a reason why I'm gonna say it in the way I'm actually gonna say it. Right. There were 4 conversations. Okay. I'm gonna say it like this: there were 4 conversations, and because the end of my statement is what people really need to take and actually listen to. Right. One conversation, I was asked something. We had a conversation because that's what we do. That was with 3 members of Volume 1 at that time, right? Second conversation was with 3 members of Volume 1, right? Last conversation, then the third conversation was with 1 member of Volume 1, right?
Okay.
And in all of those conversations, and I'll say 2 of those conversations, opinions was asked. Third conversation, opinion was shared, right?
Okay.
But here's what I'm gonna say. Forget about all of that, right? There was one conversation that is probably the most important conversation.
Which one is that?
Because that's what I want people to pay attention to. Was the only conversation that really mattered when it came to it. Me and Russian's conversation. Me and Russian's conversation was the final conversation, right?
Okay.
And in that conversation, speaking to Russian, it made me say something, right? Because I'm sure everyone, when they turned around and they seen the Russian on Volume 1, they turned around and was like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Wasn't
because
you just on?
No matter, here's the thing. We are in an opinion-based world, right? So we look at things and we get the wow factors, this and that. But remember, in the first conversation, I didn't call anybody. I got called and I was asked.
Right.
And we was respectful because at the end of the day, the history that me and Russian have, we've never involved anybody in that, right? Boom, that's us, right?
Right.
But here's what I'm gonna say. The most important part of the conversation, right, is this part. When I spoke to Russian, after everything, right? When I spoke to Russian, and this was before the live,
okay,
but the conversation that was so-called said, right?
Or said. I ain't
but
using
here's
this.
the thing,
said.
Right? Here's what I'm gonna say. Whatever was said to conversation 3, it was said in conversation 1 and 2. You understand? But forget all of that. I'm gonna say this part. When I spoke to Russian and getting off the phone with Russian, I turned around and I said, yo, and I said this to Russian, I said it publicly. After talking to him, I said, Russian and young Russ are officially going to be the future of Volume 1. And it's going to be a great future. After hearing Russian talk and saying like, yo, the energy, his passion that he's going to pour into this, it made me say, and that's the biggest conversation of it all.
Well, the positive stuff don't ever get out, right? Because the negativity, I guess, drives an audience.
Yeah.
So the positive parts of these conversations, and I get them too. I get the phone calls all the time. So when the question come up like how, because Jimmy, again, shout out to Jimmy Spliff, because Jimmy interrupted this individual and said, "Yo, what does Michelle have to do with any of this?" And I'm gonna
guilty
thank
by
him.
association,
Right.
Michelle.
I thank him for that because the individual couldn't say how I'm involved, but he wanted to know how is Michelle involved, and how I'm gonna say how I'm involved before anybody says it. How I get involved is that my phone rings, just like you get the phone calls.
Yeah.
I get the phone calls, right? Because these individuals, I guess they trust us to help them make these decisions about life changes and things that they're doing, right? I get the phone calls and I say, yo, it's a good idea, it's a bad idea. Even the owner of the sound was asking me questions, right? And I said whatever I said. I never put anybody down because it's not my business or whatever the case may be. I did, out of my own energy and time, I did the press release for this young man joining this sound, right? And I charge people for that. I don't do that for free. But because I consider them family, I said, you know what? Take it for the team. And I did it and I put it out. But I realized that the press release wasn't really shared the way it was brought over to me, like it was going to be shared. And what that comes about is because, again, you and I have a relationship where we have conversations, right?
Mm,
And it's not about putting people down or twisting the truth or anything like that.
mhm,
But what I feel is happening, and I know in my gut, is that when this other individual who has an issue with you and I have conversations with these folks, they
mhm,
tell her something different.
mhm,
And then she gets all of this ammunition and then she's ready to go.
mhm.
Right. So I am not going to apologize for saying what I said. Banky made me take it down.
Mhm.
And that's why I took it down. I'm not apologizing because at the end of the day,
Mhm.
I am a woman
Woman.
I am a woman in all of this, and these constant this and throwing jab and all of these things that's coming from these men and this one woman on this sound is crazy to me, and I've had enough. So I'm not apologizing to the owner of the sound. He inboxed me like, "Why would you say that?" Da 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 da. I said, "You shouldn't come to me. What you need to do is go to the members on your brand
Mhm.
because Banky is a brand, Michelle G is a brand, everybody is a brand, and what y'all are trying to do is to destroy our brands. You can't,
Mhm.
but you're trying,
Yeah.
right?"
Here's what I'm gonna say, right? And were you done? I want to.
Yeah, I'm done.
Right. So for me, it's like I turned around and like for me, like I had a great weekend with that. Like, I mean, these things come,
Mm-hmm.
and then because I'm so overwhelmed with work and doing like things that I got to do to make sure my family's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I turn around and but I listen, right? And I'm looking at all of the positive sides in it and the things
Yes.
that excite me with it. You know what I mean? And for me personally, like I said, I and I'll tell you this, Michelle, and I guess this would be you and I's debate here, right?
Mm.
You got to understand when you're moving and you're trying to put yourself to a certain place, there are going to
The
be
obstacles, the
obstacles. There are going
Satan
to be
spawn
certain things like
children.
that. But
The
at the end of the day, for me, I have no knock on anyone,
mm.
right? Um, I wish I was the person in the maturity in the mature lane where I was now
Mm.
10 years
10
ago,
years ago,
right?
right?
And the reason why is because when I was out there playing every week and I was kind of hot in these streets or whatever as a selector, not even kind of when I was hot as hell in these streets, right?
Mm.
Michelle, like for me, I used to let a lot of stuff bother me, and
Yeah.
I never used to say this to like somebody go online, they write something, boom, I'm like, yo, what the heck? Why would you do
And
this?
you
And
used to also tell
yeah,
me,
I would come out but I would never go on social media. I never go on social media and argue with people and things
right,
like that.
right.
You know, there was like, I've always been someone who's always been like in the energy of like, yo, let's try to bring forth
Bring
this or bring
yes,
forth
bring each
that. You
other,
understand what
bring
I'm
people
saying?
together.
One of the things that I tell people is like, there's no one who could ever go on a platform and hear me say, I mean, bust this person. I mean,
Mm.
bust this person.
Mm.
Right. It was even statements. Oh, Russian was a rah rah kid.
Yes.
Russian was never a rah rah kid.
Let's get into that
Right.
because there was there's one one of the DJs in New Jersey who name starts with a number. I ain't
Mhm.
calling he name. He was on that live and he was going in on you, like
Mhm.
going. Sorry, that sounds weird, but he was saying all types of things. People have Banky trauma. This person was on rah rah kid. The person like he
Mhm.
was listing,
Mhm.
like he's been had this pent up
Well,
energy for you.
so here's my thing, right? A lot of it is that you got to understand, for me, just personally, right? And this is how I feel, right? A lot of people have these files because they weren't really able to create a file for themselves,
Ooh.
right? And I don't, and I'm saying that in the most respectable manner, right?
Mhm.
Now, but a lot of the stories are, it makes no sense,
Right.
okay?
Right.
Russian was never a rah-rah kid,
Mm.
okay? Russian's always been independent from day one,
Right.
but Russian was around me. If you want to call Russian anything, Russian was a life DJ. You understand? There are many people who were life DJs. You understand?
Mm.
Smalls was a life DJ. He used to
Mhm.
be photographer from when I
Mhm.
started life DJs. He
Mhm.
used to work for life DJ. So there's many people that were life DJs. You understand?
Right.
Young Ross is a life DJ. Young
Mhm.
King is a life DJ till this day. Rookie is a life DJ
Right.
till this day. So there's many people that are hype girls are like
Right.
well, hype girl is life DJs. But
Right.
my point with it is that I don't know what's wrong with a platform, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So when I did start Rah Rah Kids, my plan behind it was I wasn't trying to be Funk Master Flex,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
I looked at what he did and I
Mhm.
was like, hey, maybe I can try this.
Mm.
I had a name that was hot in the streets or whatever and stuff like that. I was like, and if you look at the whole Big Dog Pit Bull scope,
Mm.
Bobby and Jabba are Big Dog Pit Bulls.
Right.
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 DJ Naeem is a Big Dog Pit
Right.
Bull. Young Child's a Big Dog Pit
Right.
Bull. DJ Magic's a big dog pit bull, right?
Mm.
But you don't see these people following behind
Nobody.
anybody, right?
Right.
I didn't have people following behind me,
Mm.
right? I basically started a team and said, hey, we're going to create a platform to try to book DJs and get you guys bookings elsewhere. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And did it work in that full way? Maybe not 110%. Why? Because I tried something, right? Now, is there people that did benefit off of it and everything like that?
Definitely.
Maybe you will say they did. Maybe you will say they didn't. But I don't. My goal was never to say, me bust this person. I've never done so.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I've never been on the platform and said, "I bust this person, I bust that person," or anything like that.
Mhm.
And then even calling names and saying this or whatever and stuff like that. Shouts to Empire International. Yes, Jay Starks, you know what I mean? And what's the name? Sherwin were DJs that were part of them rah-rah kids at that
Mhm.
time. You understand what I'm saying? Now they turned around, they branched off their sounds big in Europe and everything like that.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with separation
nothing.
or anybody deciding that this is this, we're gonna go this route. Or you understand
Okay.
what I'm saying? Super Shane, like I seen Super Shane. Super Shane was not a rah-rah kid. Super Shane, we were friends. You understand? He was a producer. We linked up on everything like that or whatever and stuff like that. Me and Super Shane went to at that time I played Master B. Me and Super Shane went to England, Europe to play on the
Right.
tour for Master B and
Right.
things like that.
Right.
But they had the production company and we were working together. So it was never a case of people running behind me.
Mm.
When Super Shane was around and LES was around, we were promoting music.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's I've never wanted people to run around me or whatever. If anything, and then Weezy will tell anybody, like when we went to US Rumble, Weezy will tell anybody it wasn't my decision to go to US Rumble.
Mm.
You understand? I went to Weezy. I was like, yo, you want to turn around and do this or whatever? If you listen to 90% of the dubs that were played in US Rumble, all those dubs were just voiced for US Rumble.
Right.
And all those dubs said Banky and Weezy.
Right.
You understand? Because
Right.
at that time we were them rah-rah
Yeah.
kids. Now them rah-rah kids still exist. And I gotta say, give a shout out to DJ Dylan. Let's talk about that.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
DJ Dylan's playing the sound
still-
and everything like that. And he's playing out every weekend.
Yeah. But
Every
again,
weekend he's playing out.
the positive don't get thing. Let me address Steve for a second because he's like, you and Banky never had a convo with me and all of this discussion. Russian was you on the phone, call my partner regarding the press release. I'm still unsure how Volume 1 got caught up in all of this. So Steve, let me just say this to you. Russian was on that live.
I got a suggestion.
No, I want to answer him.
But I think you and Steve should go off air.
No, I don't want to go off air because he put it on air. Russian was on that live. You couldn't see his comment because in the live, she's calling his name and saying what he's saying on the live. That's number one. The other partner on your team that was a part of the Wednesday fix, he's always on these lives commenting. He's always on. He's been live about me several times. Okay. No time did you ever say to him, hey, cut that out, stop that, and stop going after that girl. But now you want to come talk to me about what I'm saying. No, you have to start in-house. Start in-house with your in-house folks and then come talk to me. I am sick of it. I don't do none of y'all nothing. None of y'all.
Don't read the comments when you're live, okay?
No, I have to.
Okay.
So now they also said that you there was a brought up about your business and the individual said that Jafari, which is your brother, is her best friend and she knows the truth about the business. What's the truth about the business?
Whatever she knows. Whatever she knows, you know.
They also said that you need to do a Banky documentary, like the Diddy of Dancehall, New Jersey Dancehall.
How does it? I don't know about the Diddy statement.
She said it's not like saying you were boning them boys. She said she's not putting that narrative out there.
Cool.
Making the band type of ish. So you are considered the Diddy of Dancehall because of, I guess.
Nah, that's
whatever.
when you. Well, the Diddy of Dancehall. That would be mean I'm bullying them and sending people out. I never even functioned or operated like that. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I never even functioned or operated like that. So. Yeah, that I don't even think that narrative would actually exist when it comes to me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
For me, like I said, I say it once and I'm gonna say it 150 times, right? I personally like the things that are gonna be said, they're gonna continue to be said.
Right.
I can't stop them from being said. You understand what I'm saying? And I stand by everything that I actually represent and anything that I actually say publicly. You understand? Huh? So here's what I'm going to say in regards to the people. What I'm going to say to them is that I will continue being me,
Banky,
right? And I'm going to continue to do what I have to do. Now, if at any way there's a financial gain or a profit or anything with having discussions that involve me or even Michelle in a sense, right? Go for it. Like maybe it's benefiting. I don't know. I personally don't know how these
Steve, one of your members is on the live. Checky, go ahead.
I don't know if this Facebook or I don't know if what's the benefit behind it, but I don't have anything to gain from it. So for me, sitting here and making posts about this person or making posts about that person, it just won't happen. You understand? I can't do it. Talk to me.
Look your little friend. Look your little friend on the live.
All right.
Talk to he.
Michelle, okay. I am not getting into that things, okay? All right.
You know what's crazy
Michelle,
to me?
Michelle.
No,
Michelle?
I'm gonna say this.
But no, but
You
here's
know
the
what's crazy
thing.
to me? What's crazy to me is
Michelle,
this.
hold on one second. Here's what I'm saying. Hold on. Right.
Go ahead.
You see that part of it? I don't like, and this is what I'm trying to say to you. Okay. Once it comes to name calling and name and all this stuff like that, that's what we gotta. I think we gotta walk past that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Because it's not. I think there's so many things that have been said and can be have been said, right? For me, I turned around and I told you, I said it and I stand by my words, right? But I don't want to be here arguing and going back and forth.
No, I'm not arguing or
no,
going back.
I know, but here's what I'm saying. I don't want what I'm saying to you.
I just want people to take responsibility for their behaviors.
But
and
here's what I'm
nobody
saying
seems to
Michelle,
want to do that.
But here's what I'm gonna say, right? For me, right? And I don't want even me and you back and forth, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying so, right? Here's what I'm gonna say. I stand by what I said, right? And what I said was, like, you and Steve, I think y'all definitely should have a conversation out of here because I didn't even know you and Steve had a conversation just now, right? In terms of volume 1, I will say this. Russian and Young Ross is definitely going to be a future. And it's going to be a killing future, right?
Right.
And
that's without a doubt.
I'm going to tell you right now. You understand? And again, I said it to all of them, right? I just honestly think that overall for everything, we as an industry and a culture, we got to start paying attention to the bigger pictures, right? A lot of us are older and we got to kind of get to the point where we just set this example and just turn around and say, yo, some of this arguing and back and forth, especially on social media, it don't even make sense because I think that we should not be playing with the futures of these talented DJs. You understand? And it's there. You understand? And the reason why I say it, right? I'm gonna say this, right? The other day, when the class dropped, it turned into they said don't Banky, don't make it into a Banky thing, right?
Right.
You got Jablaze from the past clashing one of the hottest juggling sounds right now, Black Shadow.
Black Shadow, right.
Right? That's part of the focus.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm sure when you did write the press release, you felt passionate about it, right?
I did.
So just hear me out real quick, right? You felt passionate about it. Carry that same passion and everybody just let's move forward. You understand? Because at the end of the day, let's build it. If we're still going to be a part of it or in any way, shape, or form, let's build it. You understand? And that's why I'm saying, and I'm stopping. So Steve, I don't know. Again, I think for me, for this live, I think honestly, let that be. You guys jump on, and I'm begging you to.
Well, he did. He just asked for it.
What's that?
To have a conversation.
Honestly, yeah, and I honestly think that even shouldn't even been a part of this combo, right? But I can't tell you. It's Get With The Fix. I'm here as a guest, right?
Well, I mean,
so
put it on my live,
what I'm saying is that
no,
I get you, right? But I'm still gonna say like for you, I'm not in a broadcasting world or anything like that. But at the end of the day, there's a bigger thing here, right? And the biggest thing here is that for me, right? Because this is what draws me back. You know what? DJ Kenneth Entourage, the biggest juggling team in the tri-state right now. You understand? Representing Jersey, traveling all over, right?
Yeah.
So even part of the conversation that was meant, their Entourage name was mentioned.
Yes.
But I think one of the biggest things that we don't do, we don't highlight those things in a positive way.
It's always
We're
the negative
speaking about
stuff.
it in a negative way. So
Right.
you know what? Let's start here, right?
Right.
And this is what I'm saying is that, like I said it earlier, earlier about 20 minutes ago, right? And I said when I was speaking about this clash, this duo, right? When I said I spoke to Russian and I got off the phone with Russian, I tell you this right now, Russian and Young Ross is going to be a force to be reckoned with, right? When I said that, that's what's going to make me decide, you know what? When I step out the print shop and they got a clash coming up, I'm going to go to this.
You're going to go, right?
You understand what I'm saying? I called Joe Grind and I was talking to him about the clash coming up with
December 6th.
December 6th.
Yes.
And I said, yo, Joe Grind, let me ask you this question. Please tell me you're streaming the clash. And he turned around. It's my son's birthday the same week. You understand what I'm saying? So unfortunately, but at the end of the day, I'm going to try to find somebody to bootleg it. You know what I mean? Because he's not streaming the clash.
Okay.
Can we try to get Joe Grind on the line?
Yeah, you can. Give me your number.
Oh, hold on. Let's try to get Joe Grind on the line. You understand? And here's the thing. I think like at this point, I don't know. I don't got that real leadership thing in this industry anymore. But for me, I'm not gonna let somebody speak in I don't want to create that narrative that messes up the whole energy. Hold on 1 second. Let's get Joe. Talk about the big one.
No. I have to call him.
Oh, my bad.
You just said. Hold on, let me call him.
Oh yeah, Kid and Entourage. That's them. And for me, like when I see that, I turn around and I say to myself, so now, like, now I'm looking at it like, yo, that was big. With them everywhere, but nobody now pressure them for come clash. I just want to highlight that. Right? They the hottest duo out of Jersey right now. Nobody pressuring them to clash, but they juggling, they flying all over the place. I don't even every week they're somewhere else juggling. You understand? And that's a big thing. Though I will always be a King Shine fan or whatever. Like, when I see these young dudes, trust me, I know it's gonna be fire.
Tell Joe Grind, answer this call. Don't answer your call.
Joe, answer the next call. Answer the next call. Answer the next call. I don't know if he heard me, but maybe we could get him on or whatever. Yeah. We got some background music. What's going on? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is Joe. What's going on? How's everything? Joe, what's going on? You can hear?
Hello?
Joe, what's going on? You can hear? Joe, can you hear? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? He can't hear me.
I'm not hearing anything.
He's not hearing me.
Are you hearing now?
Can you hear now? Can you hear now?
Like the service bot over there.
You still can't hear?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, Joe, man, what's going on? This wars in the air again, man. Crazy don't play buttons and all these crazy things again. Well, go on.
Yeah, man. You know everything.
Well, Joe, I just want to ask you a few questions. Me just being Michelle, can I interview?
Yeah. Hi, Joe. It's Michelle.
It's been a minute, so can I interview? I don't want you yelling at me later, all right? I put you in a peaceful state a while. I don't want Michelle yelling because I had to piece her down a while ago, and she probably gonna bun me out later. But here's what I'm gonna say, Joe. Let me ask you this question, right? And I know because it's questions that should be asked, right? And my question is this, right? You over the last few years or whatever, I know you definitely partnered up with Lady Annie, and you guys have done some enormous clashes, some big names, and brought some big name brands, big name sounds to Jersey for big clashes over the past few years. You understand? Your last few clashes were like that, right? Why? And people would say, right, those are the easier clashes to keep in terms of marketing and making your money, right? My question to you is like, why? What made you go this route for Syndicate versus Black Shadow? What made you decide to go that route with it?
Well, I think it was time to do like a restart.
Yeah.
And something for Jersey.
Okay. And why'd you choose these sounds? What made you choose these sounds?
Oh man, if I tell you.
Now I want to hear, Joe. That's why I got you here right now. Me and Michelle, we got you here right now. What made you choose these sounds?
Them Tuesdays the hardest tour of that you know what I mean? Because Black Shadows willing to clash anybody.
Uh-huh.
And I think Syndicate needed this clash.
You think they needed this clash?
Why? Why do you think Syndicate needed the clash?
Because people miss them.
So I
want to miss Syndicate on the battlefield. You know what I mean? As being that they just came back, it's better get them now before they start outpricing themselves. You know what I mean? I can't afford them no more.
Yeah, I just about to say before the price go up. You understand? I literally just was about to say. Well, Joe, here's what I'm gonna say, right, about the clash, right? And you know, at first, you know, when I first walked, the moment you saw Black Shadow, I saw Black Shadow on the flyer. I was like, because you know, Black Shadow is one of my sounds. Like that's one I'm a fan favorite for Black Shadow, right? So the moment I saw it, I was like, yo, Black Shadow gonna lock him off, this and that, right? And I was telling people the other day, Michelle, I saw Jablaze, right? Mm-hmm. And I know he has his recording studio close to my to the store where I work, right? Yeah. So I step out and I see Jablaze, and after I was making these posts, right, I was like, yo, Wagwan. And Jablaze held me back, and I was like, okay, yeah, Blaze. I said the moment he said what's up to me, I said, boy, rough pan Blaze right now. I was like, it rough pan Black Shadow, because it showed me that, yo, if not take this, yo, Banky, you can joke whatever you want to joke. You are not getting me out of my game. And when he said that, I was like, yo, this is great. I said, so then the more and more, and then Blaze is making posts. Blaze put up a post the other day with a guy I can't remember what it was, but it was Jablaze in a Gucci shirt, right? Mm-hmm. And I laughed at the post, but then I saw Jablaze's response, and I was like, nah, this dance is definitely going to tune for tune. I said, ain't no way. And it finally put me to the place when I said to myself, I said, yo, I can't even pick a winner anymore. And this is definitely one of those clashes where you may have your favorite. You may say that, yo, I want this person to win. But, yo, I don't even know, Joe, I can't even pick a winner anymore.
Nah, you just gotta come out and see what's going on, man, because we don't know what to expect anymore.
Joe, I want to ask you this question, all right? Because I'm glad I got you here right now. And Michelle's letting me take over. I was supposed to leave 45 minutes ago or whatever, but so it go, right? My question to you is this, right? And I'm Joe, I want names, all right? Just say Black Shadow or whoever's declared the winner for this clash, right? Do you see yourself promoting another clash within the next 6 months after this clash?
Of course.
And if you were to pick one of these winners, if one of these sounds were to win, whether Black Shadow or Jablaze or Syndicate, right? Who would you want to see one of them go up against? And I want you to call names. I want you to pick two sounds, call two sound names that you would like to see one of them go up against.
Oh boy.
Come on. You're not saying that they're going to lose. You're not going to say they're going to win. I just want you to pick two sound names that you would want to see go up against one of these sounds.
Yeah, probably Snow White or one of them other sounds in Jersey.
Nah, just name one more sound. One more sound. Just name one more sound.
Oh boy.
Joe Grant don't want to get yourself mixed up.
Nah, but it's not really mixed up. He's just naming out sound names. But how about this though, right? I said something earlier, right? And I said something earlier. You
don't want to see you clash.
Who, me?
It's you don't want to see clash.
Nah, Joe called me Joe called me the other day, and Joe asked me the same question. Joe, did I say no?
Nah. You didn't say no.
Okay.
We said, Joe. We said.
The right sound even come back out for.
I didn't even say. I said,
what's
Joe.
The right sound?
I didn't even say that. Joe's capping, right? What I said was, Yeah, it don't matter. I said, Joe, I mean, I ain't asking for $1 million payday, but let's go. That's always been my energy when it comes to what's the name. But Joe, like I'm definitely glad you're actually bringing this energy. You understand? And I'm trying to figure out how to jump away from my son's birthday to actually because his birthday, he's not born on the 6th, so that's the good part of it. So I'm trying to figure out a way to actually make sure that I'm actually at the Clash, because you're not streaming the Clash, right?
No, I don't think so.
All right. No, the Clash is not being streamed. So, and tickets on sale right now?
Tickets on sale probably from this weekend.
All right. Tickets are they going to be online, or is it going to be physical tickets?
Just physical tickets.
All right. So everybody is just physical tickets. Joe's going to have
wait. Uh-huh. Joe, why are you not streaming it though? Why are you not streaming it?
Nah, not with Jersey.
You see, what I'm here to
yeah. What I'm going to say, right, Michelle, is that with the build that he's trying to build with this Clash, the last thing you want is people sitting at home. You understand? And then not only that, and then they'll have group parties and 10 people in the basement, one person by the stream, and they all watching the stream. You understand? So it only makes sense that everybody come out to this Clash. Listen, we don't really get this in Jersey like that. You understand what I'm saying? And then it's with 2 Jersey sounds. No, man, that one y'all gonna see us. They got is it a host for the Clash?
Yeah, there's a host.
Who's the host?
I can't reveal that right now.
That's top secret information.
Oh, it's a secret?
It better be Jimmy.
It's a secret?
It better be who?
Jimmy. King Shine. Is it Jimmy?
No. It's not Jimmy.
Okay. Well, whoever the whole, I mean, listen, all I know is going to be, but is there a lock-off rule or no?
All
right, here's what. Don't even put no rules on it or whatever. Let me tell you something. You see the other day, when King Shine and what's the name of them? Yared Clash? Yo, I love how that whole Clash flowed. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning in terms, the Clash itself, you understand, was another, but I love the fact of like just the flow of everything all around. And then it got to, then we get to tune for, like, it was like, because some of these sounds, I'll be honest with you, sometimes when I be hearing, yo, lock up, it's just like, yo, bro, I saved myself the night. You know what I mean? We just come, because we come from a culture of you just never know how the night's going to end. You understand what I'm saying? You just never know how the night's going to end. So, yeah, don't even disclose any of rules or anything like that. I was here, so I was like, yo, I just want to be an opportunist. I said that with Jordan. I just wanted to use the opportunity to make sure we talk about the Clash and make sure everybody know that tickets go on sale this next week, right in Thanksgiving holiday, right? And Joe's gonna have the numbers and everything where you guys can go and pick up the tickets. You can pay at the door and everything like that. We haven't had a big Clash in Jersey in quite some time, but this one is one definitely to look forward to. So everybody make sure y'all roll out. Joe, big up yourself. Yeah, right up.
Yeah, man.
Joe, thank you for being here. You could save, that's my number. You could save it. I be trying to stay away from you because never mind. Banky said we moving on with life.
Michelle.
I'm moving on. But Joe, Brian, I want to say this to you though. Shout out to you and kudos to you for getting the 2 Blazes on the same Clash. That's really dope. That's really amazing to get a Guyanese and a Jamaican sound on this Clash, and for letting Syndicate people see, because people haven't really seen Syndicate like that. So welcome back to Syndicate, to the Clash scene. Somebody's asking, what's the price at the door?
I can tell you ticket price. Ticket price is 25.
Okay, easy. That's easy.
35.
45, right? 35 or 45?
25 for ticket. Ticket price is $25. So, you know what I mean? Grab the tickets early. Because if you know Joe going, the door can get.
Yeah.
Banky, you went to the last Clash.
Yeah. $100.
Where can they go to get tickets?
Well, tickets, you know where Domino's is on Main Street?
You mean?
Yeah, upstairs there.
Upstairs.
Banky, I don't know if you know Cos Barber Shop up, is it?
Yeah. Upper Cos Barber Shop.
on Main Street.
That's how I'm thinking.
In East
Okay,
Orange.
cool,
Okay.
cool.
All right.
Yeah, East
Joe
Orange.
Grind, what are you
You know, we can sell some ticket run at 360 p still. You
Yeah.
know, just let me know if you need one that, yeah?
Here you go again.
Yeah.
Joe Grind, what are you most looking forward to with this clash? Like what are you most looking forward to?
This clash, well, really, truly, what I'm looking for is to get Jersey back to where it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where songs on the outside wanting to clash Jersey songs, wanting to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Have a little fear for them at least.
Mm.
Because right now, I don't think nobody really fear nobody on the inside of Jersey right now like that.
Oh Lord.
Because the thing is, we're not clashing us. They're not clashing themselves, actually.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? This is a start right here, like a reset to kind of get Jersey songs to clash each other.
Definitely. Kev
That's the
Rocker.
main goal.
Kev Rocker says, "Can you add more locations, please?"
Well, I'll think about it. I mean, I probably can.
Okay.
Well, you see, I didn't want no confusion. You know, I just want everybody to just go one place or, you know what I mean?
I'm not sure. He probably don't live close by. That's probably why he asking.
Kev Rock definitely don't live nearby.
You could always call me and I could, you know.
Joe, you could basically
You get ticket to him or whatever.
Listen, Kev Rock, in that body, I understand. There's always a way. All right, so you're gonna get the ticket. All right, there's always a way. Don't everybody listen. Don't make that part being like the one
struggle.
ticket location. Don't turn that into a struggle. You understand what I'm saying, or whatever. If you Joe,
because I'm not hard to get to.
Yeah, and it's really when I say the link not stink. You understand? It's really not that hard link to get to. It's like, yo, give me draw number, give me this whatever and stuff like that. Yo, I'm gonna be in the area, boom, 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 and set the time, set the place. All right, cool. Grab the tickets. It's really one of those type of situations. But I tell everybody right now, listen, you don't want to miss out on this clash. It's definitely gonna bring the right type of energy into the place and everything like that. Yes, Zimmy.
Definitely. So Joe, I'm gonna start helping you promote this clash.
Assisting.
You're right. Assisting. Let me use the words. I'm definitely gonna put it up on my platforms for you as well. Okay. So thank you for being here, and nothing but the best. And thank you for doing this for New Jersey.
Yeah, no, every time.
All right. Banky, Puppy asks who you got your money on for the clash.
I had my I'm still betting on Black Shadow. But Puppy, like here's the thing, Puppy don't ask me that question and you can't answer it.
Exactly. Puppy, who you betting on? Puppy, since you're asking
don't
questions.
Ask the question and you can't answer it. You understand? And
that's
what he's not gonna answer.
He's not gonna answer because he can't go against the guy he sound like.
He can't answer.
He can't.
Remember, it's the same reason he stopped my dub. I'm joking. No, I know Puppy D's. I salute. Yo, but can't make you come out dance and do that, Banky.
All right, so look, you got all this shock face. Say who you betting on,
Puppy, who you betting on?
Say who you betting on. You asking people, so say who. But Becky, thank you for Dr. Reed said Black Shadow for the win. Of course, you would say that because that's your people's. I'm not calling nobody name, nothing.
Nah, I'm not betting on Black Shadow no more.
Nobody.
I'm not. Listen.
Why you start betting on Black Shadow?
I'm not.
You don't bet?
Nah, I'm not.
Whoever win.
Jablaze, let me tell you what Jablaze. When I saw him the other day, I remember, and I know he's won many clashes before. It reminds me of the Jablaze when I kept the clash in the brown. I kept it in the brownstone.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, you
that
could not tell.
Thick.
You could not tell Strictly Biz. You couldn't tell no sound. They didn't win that clash. And I'm gonna let you know right now, yo. I remember part of the clash. Jablaze said, "Hold on." He looked at this other sounds. He said, "Hold on. You really thought you was gonna win? This is in the clash." He said, "You guys really thought you was gonna come here and win?" And
whoa. Puppy put Black Shadow for the win. Lot of mercy.
Word. Let me see. I'm waiting for 3 minutes. I'm waiting for 3 minutes for Puppy to change that vote. Because
Stigmatic said Black Shadow, I go win. Trust
they
me.
just took Puppy's Guyanese flag.
Yo, Puppy, bye.
Yo, they just took your Guyanese flag
Bono.
just now. Puppy, I think you still are able to actually delete that
Delete
message.
that. I'm a screenshot it.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's screenshot.
I think you got a second to delete the message. You understand? But yeah, all I'm going with Black Shadow just for GP, right? But I think the clash is fully balanced now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm not a selector that's out here playing with y'all and dances every week and all that stuff like that. But I think the dance is fully balanced now.
Oh, Yellow said Black Shadow, walk in the park. That's a walk in the park. Yo, Puppy, see, you got $500 on Black Shadow.
500. Yo, stop. Stop.
You gonna match it? You matching? What we doing?
Nah.
What we doing?
I told you I was betting on. I'm not betting on nobody. I'm not betting on nobody. Matter of fact, somebody send me Jabla's number right now. Send me Jabla's number. Send me Jabla's number right now. Somebody send me Jabla's number.
Somebody send Jabla's number because yo.
Somebody send Jabla's number to my phone. Somebody send Jabla's number to me real quick. Text it to me right now, please.
Puppy, text it to me.
Because I'm gonna make this loud and clear right now. Right? And Stigmatic, everybody, Yellow all on them. On the make sure to come we have yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. Me can't say this here, right? Yo, me can't tell because I don't want to turn this dance into Jamaica versus Guyana, right? But it's kind of going that way in some sense, right?
Send it, Ish. Send it.
Right? It's kind of going that way in some sense, slightly, right? But here's what I'm saying to you, right? And it used to happen in that Jamaica Guyana Pasa dance. But one thing I'm gonna say, Jamaicans get real quiet when the Guyanese them start bust them forward in the ear. Me, I telling them no, right? Don't hesitate to come out to this dance with your flat. The dance gonna be about music and everything, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Do not hesitate to get on the song forward because you see Stigmatic and Yellow Hype them everybody who has a Black Shadow. Remember them really stush. Right? Them man they bossy.
Yeah.
So they not really gonna be jumping up, busting gunshot. They gonna be like this the whole night. Boom, 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 boom. Drinking champagne, not even drinking what the next one name Stig, when the next buckle I drink, what would I drink? What I consume? Idea. What the next buckle, the pretty buckle from chill, Michelle. That's old. I went out the other day for the first time in a long time, and I bought a bottle. I don't even remember what the bottle was called. I was chilling with my daughters, and Stig, what was the name of the bottle? The Stigmatic Respond.
Joe Grind, send Banky Blaze number.
The Stigmatic Respond.
No.
He's on Instagram.
He's right there. I'm looking at it. He said 1942.
1942. That pretty buckle. So they not going to be in the dance drinking the 1942 and I bust blank. No, they just gonna be like boop, 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 boop. Blaze gonna be getting some forwards like boop, 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 boop. You understand? So all I'm telling y'all on the better rep for the song. You hear?
Hold on, I think I got your number.
Dial him real quick. I just want to say something to him, right? And I'm gonna say it right now because I can't even joke around with this. And I'm just gonna like this one, what's the name?
I don't know if this number gonna work, but we're gonna try.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
No, that's the number, but the focus is different.
The man busy?
No, he's definitely busy. He's definitely busy.
How is both sounds Guyanese? Black Shadow sound is Guyanese.
The owner of Black Shadow is
Guyanese. The owner is Guyanese.
Yeah, but he's not Guyanese no more.
But most of his selectors are Jamaicans, right?
Well, yeah, his two lead selectors are Jamaican.
Nah, Blaze can't be that busy.
Trust me, he's that busy.
He's zoned in. Yeah, Jablaze is zoned in, dog. Zoned in. You call and see if he answer.
Nah, I got the same number too. But I got his government. I ain't calling out this government, you know? Now, I just want to let him know. So, anybody out there?
Oh, Joe Grind said you're not going to get you on the line.
Nah, he's not going to answer on the line.
Jablaze is zoned in.
Hello? Hello?
Zoned in.
Jablaze, wake up, man. You sleep?
Tell you answer the phone.
Nah, don't. All right, yo, can you answer the other call real quick?
Answer the call.
Answer the other call real quick. Give me, yeah, the 908 number. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 1 minute of your time. I just want to say one thing live to you real quick. All right? All right, cool. So, Michelle, call him right now. Michelle, we're not going to drag out Jablaze's conversation on the radio right now, right? I just want to say one thing, and this is going to be for me. I don't know about nobody else. Jablaze. Blaze. Jablaze, Wagwan. Banky and Michelle there, right?
Hi, Blaze.
Yeah. Hey, Michelle.
Yo, so here's why I called you, right? Because I've been saying it, and I kind of said it like a week ago, right? But I just want to say this, and I'm going to give you a story, and I said it, right? Now, one of the things is, when the Clash first dropped, remember, I was the one, because you know I love to hype up the Clash, right? And I said, yo, may I bet Pam Black Shadow, right? I am telling you this right now, right? And I want you to know this. And I said, Joe Grind will tell you. Remember the other day when I saw you, I seen you, what's in your studio close to the store, right? And I said, yo, I seen you. I said, yo, I held up Jablaze. And I said, when he looked back at me on the back, I was like, yo, this Clash get wicked on Black Shadow right now, right? And you know, here's why I am saying it, right? And I just said it live on the air, and I'm saying it to you, right? I remember when we was in a brownstone and you was clashing with Strictly Business. I can't remember all those other sounds, right? And you had this, you had this look on your face, and you looked at them and you said, hold on, y'all really thought y'all was gonna win? And when you looked at them and said that, like in Michelle, in the middle of the clash, and he had the most convincing face, like, yo, you guys were just here just for me to get to the winning and take my trophy home, right? Michelle, I don't care what nobody want to say. I am not betting on Black Shadow. There's no bets. Anybody who I put a bet with, all bets are off, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, all I can say, when I seen Blaze Black Shadow putting up the post, and I was like, yo, and I seen your responses, I was like, Jablaze is locked in differently for this clash.
Banky, I know this already, Banky. I know you know about against Syndicate. We know about going already.
Yeah.
Remember, I won all the classes that you do.
Everyone. And I've seen it.
You don't need to bet against me unless I'm like great and can't speak.
But you hear the person that's on the phone now. You hear the voice, and this is what I mean. When I said it, this is the voice. Like, even when you clashed the other day, this energy, and I said this energy. When I seen you, I said, yo, Jablaze is different. Even from the other clash, don't even look at the other clash. I'm feel like said I just see him Jablaze, and I go get to this clash. And and then Jablaze, if me I said something and I sound wrong, tell me say me wrong. It's not the same Jablaze that clashed the other day. It's not the same Syndicate that clashed the other day. This clash is on level. This clash right here, you're getting this, and this is not me saying that, oh, Blaze them I go lose, or Blaze them I go. No, this is me saying that, yo, we have a rotted clash pan with hands. This is gonna be a clash.
Go ahead, the best of Syndicate. This is gonna be the best of Syndicate.
All right, Jablaze, listen, I don't even want to talk it out. I said, yo, listen, hearing less from Blaze means that he's really locked in, and this is what we want to see from Jablaze. And I told them already.
Focus, let me tell you something, Banky.
Yeah.
Just call Armstrong for this clash, you know.
Stop! Don't say no more. Don't say no more. Don't say no more. And some of them probably heard me mention that. I said, because when they talk in certain truth, I was like, yo, are you crazy? I said, yo, let me tell you something right now. When that Jablaze just said in him, me even have to say it again. The lock-in is different.
I was about to screenshot Armstrong name and just send it to your phone That's what I was about to do last night.
And that would have turned around and made me say,
Just to
yo,
give you a hint on what's going on.
I know exactly what's going on. Black Shadow, stop joking around on the internet. Yeah.
And every artist is in Jamaica right now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We know that. And
yeah.
Okay. And you know Armstrong go to work,
right? Work. Clock in, work. Yo, all I could say.
I'm not saying that. That's why I'm not going back and forth on the internet. I'm not doing that. My goal right now, I brought back out Syndicate. I brought it back out to go at King Addies. I'm going to keep it real with you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm not saying nothing else.
Yo, I'm loving this energy.
I'm not saying nothing else.
I'm loving this energy. And at the same time,
when we built Syndicate, it was to kill Jaro, bro. We was feeling sorry about the other sounds that was clashing Jaro and that was bullying them. We was feeling sorry listening to the cassettes them. The tempo was winning every clash. So we built a song to kill Jaro.
Wow. Well,
so now, Jaro's on the pitch as King of These is a song to beat. That's why we out there, bro.
Yo.
What's going on? I don't say nothing else.
Well, here's what I want to say though, right? And I do want to commend you on one thing, right? Because he's doing all of this at the same time of owning his own sound outside of this. You understand?
Definitely.
He still have his own sound, and his own sound is still playing in addition to this point, in addition to him having these big clashes lined up. Yo, Jablius, now I bet against you, brother. Here, December 6th is going to be real crazy, all right?
Yeah, man. Blessed love, man. You guys,
respect, bro.
Love,
No.
It's really, and this thing is just a sport to me.
Yes, definitely.
I love this thing. It's just a sport to me. It's no violence, no animosity.
Yep.
No controversy. Nothing too serious with me.
Yo, Blaze, hold on. Blaze.
It's like the challenge, you know?
Blaze.
That's my thing.
Blaze.
That's how American people don't like to challenge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blaze, before you go, Yellow Hype said you can't play one-man band in this clash. He just wants you for now.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't. I never did play one-man band either. So I don't know.
You want to hear something crazy?
My older days, I think I'm going to end up in the one-man band kind of situation because there are part of me that the people don't know that I can sing, I know music, I can write, all of that stuff. So
maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
In my later days, one-man band, but now it's Syndicate.
That's a long time from now. A long time from now.
But best of luck, Blaze, on December 6th. Best of luck to you. And
thank you. I appreciate you, Michelle.
The two blazes.
It's gonna be a big one. That's all I can say.
Yeah. All right, good night.
Blaze, big up yourself, yeah?
All right, bless a lot. Thank you guys.
All right.
Okay, get with the fix, Michelle G.
I put on my jacket, man. I'm about to laugh.
Yeah, I'm about to be done too. DJ Dree is up next. I'm getting cussed on Facebook. I'm not answering nobody.
Who's
DJ
next?
Dree. Here on Get With The Fix. Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic Coffee, and Metric Radio. So shout out to y'all. December 6th. Go get those tickets. Hit up Joe Grind on social media. And get those tickets. So it was a pleasure having you here, Mr. Hype, as always. You know. I don't even know what to play to take us out of here, but
play something. Play something loving. Play something loving. You hear? Play something loving. You don't got something loving? Play something loving. I think play something loving.
I don't know what to play.
All right, cool. All right. Shouts to everybody. You understand? Listen, if we can't love each other, just love yourself. All right.
Exactly. Bye.
Peace.
Good night.
I have to believe and receive it. I say 500 million more.
Give thanks to my blessings I put on mine. For God I work and me not lie. I'm on the basket can't try.